Hello everyone. I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you today. I am going to show you how you can shorten a long, overwhelming context-based next actions list by using 4 CBNL lists and managing many projects within your CBNL list. Okay, so this is my current projects list. It's for July. I've got Organize the Kitchen and I've got Plan Mom's Birthday Party. So for Organize the Kitchen, the way I broke it down is I broke it down into 6 sections of the kitchen. So the utensil drawer, pots and pans, serving dishes, etc. And then at the bottom here, I've got context-based next actions list 1, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So I'm going to take these tasks and then put them in the week that I think I will do them. So let's say week 1, I want to start with something nice and easy, the spices, and let's also do the serving dishes. And then week 2, organize the pots and pans and the utensil drawer. And then week 3, I maybe want to do the plates and bowls and the glasses and mugs. And then week 4, the remaining 2, which is the organizing the Tupperware and organizing under the kitchen sink. Okay, so there we go. Now, look how doable this looks. I mean, in week 1, for my one project, my context-based next actions list only has 2 tasks. So this already feels lighter than looking at the whole project with all the tasks and then just putting them in the week we think we would do them. Okay, and then let me also show you before I move on to the birthday party, you will notice I didn't put the pantry in here because I feel like the pantry has so many sections of its own. So to organize the pantry would just, it just feels like a whole new project. It's so big. So that's something we're going to first do the kitchen and then maybe let's next month look at doing the pantry. So what we can do is for next month, we can say organize the pantry. And then the way we can break it down is to also divide it up into sections. So the pantry has dry goods, organize dry goods, organize canned goods, organize breakfast foods, organize condiments, organize snacks, organize, so dry goods, canned goods, breakfast foods, condiments, snacks, oils and vinegars, whatever section you can think of. Okay, so then we will also have 4 context-based next action lists, and we'll divide this up to say what we will do each week. So that makes it nice. It gives us a plan. It makes things feel nice and easy. Okay, so then I'm going to go to Plan Mom's Birthday Party, and you'll see I've already put these tasks into the weeks that I think they need to be done by so that I can have this birthday party planned by the end of the month. Okay, so you'll see week 1, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks. Whereas if I was looking at all these tasks, it would feel overwhelming to me. So putting each task into the week, I think I will do them. Just helps shorten the list. And you can always reprioritize your list. So if you feel that I need to confirm equipment rentals in week 2, then you can simply just drag it up into week 2. And so when you do your weekly review, you can reprioritize your list all the time. And another thing I want to mention is, like, say, order birthday cake. This is something I definitely want to put a calendar trigger on because I have to do this by a certain date because I can't let this fall through the cracks. So then I'm going to do it in week 2, but I'm going to give myself that deadline to say on the 11th, I have to phone for this birthday cake so that I don't put pressure on the lady that has to make it. I did it in advance and I feel good about it. So another thing, this is now not actually a CBNOL task anymore, because context-based next actions lists are for tasks that can be done any time in that week. So I'm going to move this one down. Let's just do this. Where are you, birthday cake? Okay, there. Let's move it down into calendar triggers. I never look at this because this will pop up in my calendar on the day that I need to do it. So I don't need to keep re-looking at these items here. But I can reprioritize the list here. And if, like I showed you earlier, if something becomes more important, you can move it to the context-based next actions list week 1 or week 2. So that's a nice way just to prioritize your list. Okay, so now let's put this into our current week context-based next actions list. So we'll go to our first project, organize the kitchen, and then what I'm going to do is I'm not going to drag these so that they disappear from here. I think I'm going to actually copy them because I want to still keep the tasks connected to the project. Okay, so Control C is copy, and then I'm just going to Control V is paste. I use a PC. I'm not sure what it is on Mac. Okay, and then I've got those two, and then I'll go to plan mom's birthday party, and I'm going to take these 5 for week 1 and Control select, and then Control C is copy, and Control V is paste. Okay, so now I've moved all of them to my current context-based next actions list. That's the one for this week. Okay, so now organize spices, that will go under the context of home. I just love this list. Okay, and then organizing serving dishes will go under home. So whenever like for me, if I see my baby is playing nice and quietly, then or he's in his walking ring and I see there's a nice opportunity of time for me to quickly take out the spices, wipe the drawer, wipe the cabinet, the shelf, sorry, and then quickly check if there's duplicates of spices or anything's old, trash that, and then move the spices back, put it on a nice lazy Susan, and then I feel accomplished and I can tick this one off. Okay, let's move on. So here, these are the tasks related to the birthday party. So choose a theme for the birthday party. My brain is actually struggling to know what to do here. Choose a theme. I can't choose a theme because I don't even have themes. So for me, would be better to say browse Pinterest for birthday party themes. And then after that, I will obviously choose the theme. Okay, so oops, Pinterest. Sorry. Okay, so now browse Pinterest for birthday party themes. That will go on the computer because I'm going to do that on the computer. Choose a venue. This also seems too difficult for my brain. Our next actions have to be things that they are so clear. Like you're not even like you're not sitting with this task wondering what to do. It's so clear that you know exactly what you need to do. And another tip I have that I find useful is to always start your next action with a verb. Like, what is the thing you need to do? Do I need to email? Do I need to ask someone? Do I need to discuss with husband? Like, choose a venue that's not very clear. So I know that I want to either have the venue at home, or if I find a nice venue, I'll have it there. But I remember my friend Jen, she told me that she used a venue for her mother's birthday party, and she said it was so awesome. So my next action here will be ask Jen what venue she used for her mother's birthday party. Okay. So then, see, that is so clear versus choose a venue. Ask Jen what venue she used for her mother's birthday party. That's so easy. I will do that then on my phone. So I'm going to put it there. So once Jen tells me the venue, I can then choose if it's at home or if it's going to be at this venue. Decide on a budget for the party. Okay, I can't just decide on a budget out of thin air. So actually, the next action here needs to be discuss. Okay, well, I don't need to write it because I'll just put it under to discuss. This, decide on birthday party, would be decide on budget for birthday party with husband. So then this will go under to discuss. Okay, decide on date with husband. That will be another thing to decide on with my husband. We'll talk about it. And create a guest list. This is a nice next action because it starts with a verb. It says create a guest list, but I'm just going to say on Excel. So when I come to do this task, I know exactly where to go and where to create it. Okay, so I'll do that on the computer. Now we've taken projects with lots of tasks, and we've just taken what we need to focus on this week, moved it over to this week, and look how nice and short this looks. Now I have the next way you can keep your context-based next actions list short is to do your mini tasks, your mini projects in the CBNL list. Okay, so an example here is, I'm using an example from the podcast that Elia did, where she extracted tasks from her texts on her phone. So she had this one. I'm typing it out. I typed it out here just so I can show you guys, but you don't need to type out all the next actions if you don't want to. So here she got this text that said, "Hey, we are thinking about going to a new restaurant for a double date. Can you ask your husband if you would like to try this restaurant? And then if you both would like to join us." Okay, so Elia got this text, and now she immediately knows the next action is to talk to her husband. Okay, so what you'll do is, let's just say here, sorry, I need to change this. Talk to husband about double date at new restaurant. Okay, now you'll see it's under phone, it's wrong. So it needs to go to discussed. Okay, talk to husband about double date at new restaurant. So what we're doing is these mini projects. A project is something that has more than one task. So, but this is a mini project. It's got like 3 little steps. I need to talk to my husband. Then I need to open my calendar and look for dates, 2 or 3 dates that will work for us. And then I need to text my friend and say, "Hi, friend. Yes, we would love to go. And here are the 2 or 3 dates that work for us." So then, once you've spoken to your husband, one thing to ask yourself, if you did not type out these next actions, sometimes it's just like takes more work, and it's better just, if you need to type it out by all means, if that helps you. But what I do is I would just say, okay, once I've spoken to my husband, what is the next step? Okay, I've spoken to my husband, so the next step is to check my calendar for 2 or 3 available dates so I can let my friend know what dates work for us. Okay, so I've spoken to my husband. I don't tick this off. I just delete that and then put the next task. So the next task is to check my calendar for 2 or 3 dates that work for us for the double date. Okay, and then once I've done this, then you see I've still got the next actions here, or I will just think in my mind. After that, I need to, once I've checked my calendar, then I will, oh, sorry, and check calendar would have gone under computer, sorry. That task would have moved to computer. So the next action is to text my friend, text friend with 2 to 3 dates and let her know we would love to dine with them. Okay. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs. Okay, so this is text friend. Will go under phone. Okay, and then once we've texted our friend, the ball is in their court, and then we will wait to hear from them. Okay, and then I just want to also show you that was now a text with 3 tasks that needed to be done. Here is another example. Let me just find it. Here's an example of a little mini project as well. It's got 5 tasks, including this one. Organize active project folders into your file drawer. This is actually an exact example of a project that is mentioned in our STEP Mastery course. So this one, you might not, it's a mini project. So all you could do is, you could just say, find the right blue hanging and manila folders and put it under computer. And then once that's done, you can just delete that one and then put the next action in, which is a 10-minute clean out top file drawer. So we will delete this, the next one in, and then we'll work on that one, and that one goes into home because our filing cabinet is in our home office. 10-minute clean out top file drawer. Once that's done, we clear that task, and then we add the next one. 5-minute setup manilas and blues. Okay, and then we just put that one in, and then once that one's done, we delete it, put the next one in as the next action. And this way, I mean, imagine if we had each of these on our next context-based next actions list, it will just make the list really long. So we use this one task, and then as we do things, we delete, add, delete, add, delete, add. Sometimes this comes more easily to some of us. Some people need to really plan out their tasks. For me, I find it's easy to think of the next action. Once I've done something, I feel that the next thing becomes more clear to me. So I feel like next actions like reveal themselves as I do projects. But with other people, they like to list things out. They plan things more. So do whatever works for you. And I hope this helps. And I hope this makes your tasks and everything you need to do in life to pursue your dreams and to move you forward in life feels easy and light. And thank you for watching, and thank you for being here. Goodbye.